Hello and welcome. In this video, we are covering the syllabus for CIS 141, Basic Computer Literacy. To get started, the voice you're hearing now is mine. I'm your instructor, Robert Unseld, and I'm happy that you joined this class. I'm excited about us getting an opportunity to work together to teach you a little bit more about computer literacy. Now, as the greeting says, this course is going to cover topics on how computers work, application and system software, use of the internet, and personal security. In a nutshell, the goal of this course is to help you become competent and confident users of technology, so you can use technology not only in your personal lives, but actually in your professional lives as you go through your academic career and move on to your post-collegiate career. Here's the information about me in terms of my, where I work. I work in the Student Union in the Center for Career and Professional Development, but we're probably going to communicate mostly through email. And we'll talk a little bit about email as we go along. The required materials for this course are very straightforward. Of course, you're going to need a book. If you would like to rent a book, here's a link for Amazon. You can purchase it wherever you want. The book that we're using this time around is Understanding Computers Today and Tomorrow, Comprehensive 15th edition. We've got two authors, Deborah Morley and Charles Parker. So look those up using these ISBN numbers, and let's get that book. We're going to use the first week as an opportunity to get everyone kind of oriented on the same page. So that's your time to get the book. The readings will start the second week of course. So let's get the book now, and I think we'll be in good shape. Moving on, the internet is required for this course. Now that is as obvious as the sun outside, but we just want to make sure, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, that when we're talking about this course, you need a broadband internet connection. Broadband means high bandwidth, something that's quick. Dial-up's not adequate. You'll be watching online lectures. There will be lectures from me, your instructor. We'll have lectures from other CIS 141 instructors. We're going to call them guest lecturers. And you're going to need a high-speed internet connection to view those. Thirdly, well, a part of that, you need a modern browser. So Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, something that's up to date. And the other portion is Microsoft Office. This course projects rely heavily on Microsoft Office 2013 and or Office 2011 for Apple users. Now, the main bulk of the course is geared around Windows Office 2013. The tutorials are geared around Windows Office 2013. But as an Apple user, you can still complete the assignments with some small changes, and there are some videos that will help you through that. In terms of when the class meets, we're not meeting in this course. It is an online course. With that said, there will be a proctored exam that you have to take during finals week through the DLO office. Now, the details of that are further down. But as we're talking about the class meetings and we're not working together in, face-to-face on this, there is going to be a definite need for you to be organized in how you're managing your time, managing your priorities, and staying up on the work. Online learning is beneficial, but it's not easy. I personally think it's harder than traditional courses. So make sure you have the discipline to complete this. There will be no instructor hovering over your shoulders. When the deadlines come, they come. When they pass, they pass. So just be cognizant of that. And I think as long as you're committed to getting the most out of this class that you can, that should not be a big deal. We've got four different types of activities we're doing in this course. Well, really 4 plus more. But the 4 that we're going to guarantee you're going to have is there's going to be readings. This will mostly consist of what comes from your book. Your readings are about the topics discussed in class. Uh, for most of the readings, there will be an online lecture, either by me or another instructor, covering that reading. We'll have SAM's projects. We'll talk more about what the SAM projects are right now, matter of fact. We use a product called SAMS, which allows you to do applied learning from Microsoft Office. So with SAMS, you'll log in to the SAMS environment. You'll download an assignment. It'll come with an Office file and a tutorial file. You'll work through that tutorial file in the Office file, whether it be Excel, PowerPoint, or Word. And then when you finish doing what the tutorials ask you to do, you upload that back and get a grade. I think the SAMS projects are very beneficial. The couple things they're going to do is they're going to give you a competency to do the amount of work, collegiate work, that you're already being asked to do. It'll teach you how to use PowerPoint so you can give class presentations. It'll teach you how to do Microsoft Word so you can more quickly complete your essays or reports. And it's going to teach you Microsoft Excel so you can do things like even create a personal budget to help manage your money so you can be more effective as a student at WKU. And then finally, regular exams. We're going to have 6 regular exams. Each of those will cover kind of content modules that we'll look at when we see the schedule. The exams are timed and they need to be completed within 48 hours of when they're listed. And this is why it's going to be very important that you are managing your time well, staying connected with the course, and staying logged in. Lastly, the final exam is comprehensive and it will meet at a proctored location. The test is mandatory. You can't pass if you don't take it. And you'll have to schedule an appointment to complete this test with DLO. The details about the exam will be provided the first week, at latest the second week of the course. And if you want some rationale why, you can look here. I'm going to just tell you bluntly, the reason this exam is proctored is to make sure that you're being honest while you're taking the course, and that the score that you get on your comprehensive exam should be in line with the scores that you got on your regular exams. That'll let us know that you have, in essence, been doing the work. So here we can see the grading for the course. And if we take a look at this, we've got a syllabus quiz, which is going to be 10 points. We've got SAM's projects, which add up to 300, regular exams, 420, comprehensive exam, 270 points, which gets us up to 1,000. So we're going to have plenty of opportunity to score well in this course, to do a good job. And there will be some other points built in there, but that's kind of the rough grading for the course. It may evolve as we go through the semester. What will not evolve is this grading scale. No matter what, any 900 or more points earns you an A, 800 to 899 a B, 700, 799 C, and so forth. Now that you've seen the grading scale, you see that it is pretty easy to calculate. We're not going to be doing any rounding. The grade you earn is the grade you get, and the deadlines with this being an online course are set in stone. So if you miss a deadline, well, you've missed that opportunity to earn those points, and we're not going to adjust those up or down to accommodate that lack of responsibility. So you've seen the grading scale. I think this is a very fair and honest way to grade this course. Every point is just as valuable as every other point. And I think we'll be in good shape to move forward. Email. Email is the most important way we're going to communicate in this course. I'm going to be communicating with you using your Topper account or your WKU account, I expect you to use that account to get updates from me. And I expect you to respond using those accounts. While we're talking about what email accounts we're using, let's talk about how often you can expect email responses. I'll check email every day on the weekdays, of course, and I'll try to respond within 24 hours. If you're going to send me an email, the subject line should say CIS 141. And if your email does not have this subject line, it may be missed, or it may delay the amount of time that I have to respond to it. So it's critical that you do that. The other thing is, as your instructor, I am not Google, so do not expect an immediate response or a search query. What you need to understand is that when you send me an email, it needs to be something that you've done some work on your own and can write me a well-constructed request so I understand what you need from me. Unlike a face-to-face course, the context isn't automatically there. So make sure that you're doing a good job completing these emails. There's even a email etiquette video available in the first week folder. I encourage you to look at that so we can understand how to communicate with one another and to make sure that there's no delays from misunderstandings when it comes to emails. The class website is Blackboard. In essence, that's our classroom. We're going to be meeting there. Once you get logged in, the Blackboard course will have everything you need. Things will be staged out. There's a syllabus quiz associated with this course, and you won't be able to do anything until you complete that syllabus quiz with 100% rating. Once you get that, you'll see the first week of content show up, and you'll see the access information for the SAM projects. If you are lost and you don't know what to do next, refer to the Blackboard site, and that should give you everything that you need to be successful. Let's talk a little bit about two populations on our campus, military students and students with disabilities. If you're a military student and you're in need of some different or extra supports, you can visit the Veterans Resource Center. It's in Tate Page Hall, room 410, and they will provide assistance to members of the active military veterans and their dependents. So if you are in need of some extra supports, I do recommend that you go talk to these people. They're good people, and they are there to help. If you're a student with a disability, there is also an office geared towards assisting you. It's called the Student Accessibility Resource Center. It's located in Downing Student Union, room 1074. And again, if you need some extra supports or some accommodations, please communicate with them. They will give you the appropriate process to move forward and to receive accommodations. So that's your next step if you're one of those two specific groups. Lastly, let's talk about academic dishonesty before we move to another page. Everything that you submit must be your work. To extend it, any form of collaboration, that means you working with someone else, is considered academic dishonesty and will result in an F for the course. And that's an automatic fail. If there is a detection that, if you've been detected that you cheated, then that's an automatic fail. So be very, very honest and above board with everything you do. In this course, where people would attempt to cheat the most is in the SAM projects, because those are online. No one's watching you. No one's doing anything over your shoulder. They're set up to detect cheating. So in my opinion, it's just not worth it. You come to college, you pay this large sum of money to take these courses, get a return on investment for your dollar, and make sure that you're building these competencies as you go along your academic career. And every time you cheat on something, in essence, what you're saying is, I paid for this course just for a vacation. And I don't know about you, but if I'm going to spend money on a vacation, I'm going to do something more fun than take a course. So let's not have any academic dishonesty, and let's move forward. The last thing is just the course objectives. This is what we want you to learn out of this course. We call it Assurance of Learning in the College of Business, and this is the takeaway section. So when we're done with this course, you'll see all of our different objectives. We want you to be able to understand why we use computers in business and society, understand the language and nomenclature that we use regarding computers, software, and hardware, understand the strategies that people use to make a good, informed purchase of a computer. We want you to know how to use a computer to conduct research. We're also interested in letting you know how to use computers to identify different approaches to business problems. And even if your major is not business, you are going to be confronted with business issues in your professional life, irrespective if you are a professional teacher or if you are a professional botanist. There will be business problems that enter your life that affect how you are doing the job you're doing. And we want to help you figure out a way to use technology to solve some of those problems. To understand the impact of these large influences, cultural, social, and economic, on potential solutions to business problems. It's more of what we talked about before, and identifying alternate solutions to business problems. As you can tell, it's a college of business, and we want you to know how to navigate through the business world. I think we have a couple more after the break, just the one, and we want you to demonstrate the ability to make sound decisions. And that is the biggest takeaway from this course, but even from your college career, your academic career, is making sure that you are getting the return on investment for your learning dollar and learning how to make good decisions. The more comfortable you are making decisions, the more comfortable you are using these tools, these technological tools, to give yourself a good basis of information to make good decisions, the more successful you're going to be in whatever your pursuits are. So that is our syllabus in a nutshell. Just to reiterate, my name is Robert Unseld. I work on campus, and here's my contact information here. If you need help, I encourage you to reach out. But after you finish this video and you pass the syllabus quiz, I'd like for you to review the schedule video in week 1 and also review the email etiquette video in week 1. You're going to be responsible for that information. And other than that, I look forward to working with you all in this course, and have a great morning, afternoon, day, or evening whenever you're watching this video.